Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to the Super Stands Cleaning Service Ottawa University Basketball pregame show. Whether it's carpet, upholstery, furniture, or tile, make Super Stand your cleaning man. Call Super Stands Cleaning Service for a free estimate today at 418-2463. Now let's go courtside enjoying KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wilson Fieldhouse. I'm Casey Weeder, live with you from Ottawa University here in Ottawa, Kansas, as your Ottawa University Lady Braves take on the Lady Threshers from Bethel College. Ottawa with a record of 7-16 overall, 7-12 in KCAC play. Bethel coming in 18-6, 13-6 in KCAC play, and they are currently riding a 3-game winning streak after an impressive performance on Wednesday as Bethel got the victory over Sterling College 70-68 in North Newton, as Sterling now falls into second place into KCAC play as Tabor sits alone at 18-2. Sterling fell to 17-3. Kansas Wesleyan at 17-2. Tonight will be the 74th all-time meeting between Ottawa and Bethel. The Lady Braves hold the series lead 46-27. Lady Braves are 16-6 against the Threshers under head coach Bruce Tate. Ottawa 20-13 against Bethel here in Wilson Fieldhouse. Braves are on a 14-game winning streak against the Threshers here in Ottawa. The last time Ottawa was defeated by BC was on January 22nd, 2011 in Wilson Fieldhouse. Threshers won that game 79-71. Braves are on a 6-game winning streak at home against the Threshers. Lady Braves won the first meeting this season between the two teams in overtime as they won that game 67-57 in Thresher Gymnasium. Ottawa shot 30% from the floor, 36% from behind the three-point line, and 76% from the free throw line. Caitlin Hughes scored a career-high 24 points on 6 of 12 shooting. That was prior to her scoring 30 points in the win against McPherson back on January 2nd. Jordan Nockbar also scored a career-high 18, had 8 rebounds and 4 assists. Mariah Grizzle scored 11 points in that victory for Ottawa in overtime. We'll take our first break here on the Super Stands Cleaning pregame show. You've been listening to Ottawa University's Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Dad, throw me the ball. No, throw it to me.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Dad, will that stain come out of the couch?
Kids, there's only one man that can take care of that stain. Super Stan.
You better call him before Mom gets home.
Already on it.
Playing outdoor games indoors? Not a good idea, but Super Stands Cleaning Service can save the day with hot water extraction to steam clean your carpet, upholstery, even grout and tile. It is a good idea to let Super Stand be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back as we're about 8 minutes until the starting lineups here in Wilson Fieldhouse. This is one of 2 home games left for the Lady Braves this season, as they will play tonight against Bethel, and then on February 13th they'll play against Oklahoma Wesleyan to finish off their home schedule. Lady Braves 7-16, 7-12 in conference play. They are currently on a 5-game losing streak, with its last victory coming against Southwestern College on January 14th in Wilson Fieldhouse. Jordan Nockbar still leads the team in scoring at 9.4, rebounds 7.5, and blocks at 0.5 per game. Kelsey Hendricks leads Ottawa in assists per game at 2.1. Liz Vaughn leads the Braves in steals per game with 1. Caitlin Hughes is ranked 7th in the NAIA in free throw percentage. Bethel comes in tonight smoking hot. They are 18-6 overall, 13-6 in KCAC play. They are on a 3-game winning streak. Their last loss came to Tabor College on January 19th, and that's nothing to be upset about, considering Tabor currently on a 14-game winning streak as they sit at 21-3. Bethel sits alone in 4th place. They have a 2-game lead over Friends University and Oklahoma Wesleyan. Bethel enters tonight's game coming off an upset victory over number 11 Sterling 70-68 in North Newton on Wednesday night. In that victory, Bethel shot 46% from the floor, 33% from the three-point line, and 70% from the free throw line. Jade Brown led Bethel in scoring with 23 points on 8 of 14 shooting from the floor. Alex Barrett scored 11 points off the bench. Josie Calzanetti and Kayla Newman both came off the bench to add 10 points apiece. Calzanetti, a true freshman, that 5'10" from Garden City, got some big minutes against Ottawa in the first matchup, as she ended up with 2 points, but played 15 minutes in that game. So the more minutes that some of these freshmen have gotten for Bethel, the more they've been able to improve. Same can be said for Ottawa, as Liz Vaughn, along with Mariah Grizzle and Jordan Nockbar, have improved as well throughout the season, the more experience they've gotten. But Ottawa's had to really deal with teams changing the way they defend the Lady Braves. They've decided to pack it in and force Ottawa to hit three-pointers. Unfortunately for the Lady Braves, they've gotten themselves in some holes, but they've been able to shoot their way out of it. You look at how they played against Kansas Wesleyan on Wednesday night. They hit 8 three-pointers, which is the third time they've done that in their last 4 games. So if Ottawa can continue to make shots early on and force teams to come out of that pack-it-in zone defense man-to-man, where they'll sag off and allow Ottawa to shoot the three early on, you've got to make teams pay when they leave you open. Talked about how Bethel got that victory on Wednesday night over Sterling. Sterling actually had the last shot, unable to connect on a couple opportunities, as Bethel won that game in Thresher Gymnasium. Abby Schmidt leads this team in scoring with almost 15 a game. She averages 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. Jade Brown leads the team in assists with 3.5 and steals with 1.9. As a team, they're ranked 2nd in the nation in total rebounding margin, 3rd in total offensive rebounds, 4th in defensive three-point field goal percentages, 24%, 5th in total rebounds at 44, 9th in total rebound defense. And Ottawa was actually able to compete decently on the boards against Bethel in the first matchup, as the Threshers out-rebounded Ottawa 44-33, so just a little under that rebounding margin, but a lot of that comes from Abby Schmidt and her ability as a 6'1 forward, 6'3 sophomore forward, to make it very difficult inside for Ottawa to score. And in that matchup, Ottawa got outscored in the paint 46-29. So the Lady Braves are going to have to try and keep Abby Schmidt out of the paint, which is easier said than done for sure, as she is the best center in this conference. We'll take another break. You've been listening to the Super Stands Cleaning pregame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Puppies, kids, and Saturday night poker parties can all wreak havoc with your home's floors and furniture. Time to call Super Stands Cleaning Service. Stan knows a thing or two about cleaning spots and stains, because over 40 years in business, he's seen a spot or two. Using hot water extraction steam to clean carpet, upholstery, grout and tile, and VCT towel maintenance, your spots and stains won't stand a chance. Let Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463 or on Facebook at Super Stands Cleaning Service. The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Santa Fe Trail Meets, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Proudy Building Services, Edward Jones Representative Ryan Henningsen, and Ottawa Co-op. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Welcome back to the Super Stands Cleaning pregame show, as we'll take a look at games around the KCAC today. Early start with Oklahoma Wesleyan at Avila. That's a 2 p.m. start. Quite a trek there from Bartlesville up to Kansas City. Bethel, of course, here at Ottawa. St. Mary at Tabor. The rest of these games starting at 5 o'clock. Bethany at McPherson. Friends at Receiving Boats, Kansas Wesleyan. And York at number 11. Sterling. Ottawa will be traveling to York on Wednesday, as that'll be a 4.5-hour trek for Ottawa to make it up to Nebraska. As we'll just kind of take a look at the keys for tonight for Ottawa. It has to be to get off to a good start. They scored 20 points in the first quarter against Bethel and took a 6-point lead into the second. This is a Bethel team that just doesn't give up a whole lot of points. At just over 60 points a game, Ottawa scores just at 60. If Ottawa can get this to a 70, 75-point game, I feel like they have a really good chance. This is what they did in that first matchup, because they've been able to stop Bethel defensively in the last 3 matchups. So it's key for the Lady Braves to continue to play strong defense and continue to knock down shots when they are open, because in that first game they went 8 of 22, Bethel just 2 of 11, and they don't shoot the three-pointer very well at just over 27%. So one of the ways they have struggled this year is teams have been able to hit three-pointers and get them in some holes. So Ottawa has to find a way to be competitive on the boards as well, have to remain in 11 to 12 at most, that gap, between teams when it comes to the rebounding edge. Ottawa did give up 10 offensive rebounds. Like to see that somewhere between 5 and 8. Ottawa just had 7 offensive rebounds in that first matchup. They did cause 25 turnovers against Bethel in that first game this year. And if Ottawa can continue to frustrate Bethel on the offensive end, that's gonna pay off on the other side. As we're going to go ahead and wrap up the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Superstands Cleaning Service Ottawa University basketball pregame show. Tip-off is coming up. Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Superstand be your cleaning man. Superstand's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball broadcast on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Quality Structures Incorporated, Ransom Memorial Health, Ottawa University, and by Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Superstand's Cleaning Service, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank, Costantino's Price Chopper. Ottawa University basketball on KOFO is also brought to you by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Adamson Brothers, Dingle & Son Mortuary, CarStar, C.S. Cunningham Construction, and by Leon's, the Ottawa Herald, Great Life Golf and Fitness, Arvest Bank, the City of Ottawa, and State Farm Agent Keith King. Now let's return courtside and join KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wilson Fieldhouse as Ottawa takes on the Lady Threshers from Bethel College. Starting lineup for the Threshers with a record of 18-6, 13-6 in KCAC play. At guard, it'll be number 4, Carly Schroeder, the 5'6 senior from Buda, Texas. At forward, number 12, Riley Schmieder, a 5'9 senior from Wellman, Iowa. At guard, number 14, Kendall Mikulski, a 5'6 freshman from Topeka, Kansas. At guard, number 21, Jade Brown, the 5'5 senior from Stanford, Florida, transfer from Ellsworth Community College. And at center, number 25, Abby Schmidt, the 6'3 sophomore from Newton, Kansas. For the Lady Braves with a record of 7-16, 7-12 in KCAC play. It'll be at guard, number 2, Jenna Kramer, the 5'10 junior from Winchester, Kansas. At forward, number 4, Mariah Grizzle, the 6-foot freshman from DeSoto, Kansas. At guard, number 11, Kelsey Hendricks, the 5'9 junior from Emporia. At guard, number 20, Caitlin Hughes, the 5'4 junior from Merriam. And at forward, number 24, Jordan Nachbar, a 5'11 freshman from Shawnee, Kansas. Bethel with the maroon jerseys, maroon shorts, gray and black down the side with BC on the side of the shorts. Bethel across the chest in gray, numbers in gray. As they go with the Under Armour template for Ottawa, the Adidas jerseys, white on top, white with the shorts, black down the sides, raised across the chest in black, numbers in black, as Nachbar will jump it up against Abby Schmidt. There's Ottawa looking to break their current 5-game losing streak, as Schmidt does win the tip, and Jade Brown will bring it up for the Lady Thresher. Brown looking to attack, goes in the corner as it will go into the hands of Schroeder. Schroeder attacks the basket right off the bat, can't score, hits the front of the rim. Grizzle with the board. But Bethel's going right at Ottawa defensively from the beginning. They do miss the first one. Caitlin Hughes in the lane, attacks all the way to the bucket, scores. And she just took it from the left wing all the way to the basket. No one there to stop her as Ottawa goes up 2-0. 9:25 left in the first half. Motion being run here by Bethel. Dribble handoff as it goes to Riley Schmieder. Schmieder to Brown at the free throw line. Brown backing in. Leaves it for Abby Schmidt. Hits the bottom of the bucket. And it's tracked down by Brown with 9 on the shot clock. Brown with the jumper from 15. It's good. We are tied at 2. 9 minutes left in the first quarter between Ottawa and Bethel. Grizzle to Knockbar, working left wing again for Hughes. This time Bethel will switch. Attacking the bucket is Hughes. Put back is good from Grizzle. A little strong from Hughes on the initial layup attempt, but Grizzle was there for the rebound and putback, and Ottawa scores on their first 2 possessions of the game. Brown, right corner. Left-hand dribble. Leaves it with Schmieder. Schmieder at the elbow. And has to go back up top into the hands of Schroeder. Schroeder with the screen from Schmieder. Leaves it with Brown. Brown again looking to attack Hughes. Goes right by her, lays it in. This kind of got Hughes leaning one way and went right into her body, laid it in from 3 feet, and we're tied at 4. 8:15 left in the first quarter. Hendricks working from the volleyball line to the top of the key, leaves it with Grizzle on the left wing. Grizzle to Kramer, right side. Kramer driving baseline, gets to the bucket. A little bit of contact there. Schmidt there for the rebound. And Bethel will push the other way with Brown. Brown up top in the hands of the freshman Mikulski. Back out to Brown. Dribble handoff with Schmieder. Schmieder to the right block. She faces up on Knockbar. Dribble handoff to Schroeder. Schroeder ran out of real estate and throws it into the hands of Knockbar as Ottawa goes the other way. Hendricks, right corner to Knockbar. Knockbar attacks the runner over the top of Schmidt is good with the right hand from Knockbar. And Ottawa goes up 6-4 here in the first quarter. Mikulski. Dribble handoff with Brown. Left side pass to Schroeder. Down low it goes to Schmidt. She goes high off the glass, goes off the front rim. Rebound by Knockbar. Abby Schmidt off to a slow start here. 0 of 2 from the field. In that first matchup, she scored 22 and had 11 rebounds. Hughes down low to Grizzle. Trying to work on Schmidt. Finds Hendricks in the corner. Hendricks back down low to Grizzle. Leaves it for Knockbar. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Bethel with 9 on the shot clock. In for the Threshers will be Josie Calzanetti, the 5'10 freshman from Garden City. Scored in double figures against Sterling on Wednesday as they had 4 players finish in double figures against number 11 Sterling College. Grizzle looking to go off the glass and scores off the right hand with Schmidt right in her face. And Ottawa with their biggest lead here early on, 8-4. 6:43 left in the first quarter. Calzanetti to the free throw line. We'll leave it with Schroeder. Back to Jade Brown. Brown in the lane. Leaves it to Mikulski. Mikulski run here with the right hand, no good. Rebound by Hendricks. Hendricks, left wing for Kramer. Down low to Grizzle. Grizzle, step back from the free throw line, is going to fall. Hit the front of the rim, back rim, and drops, and Ottawa goes up by 6. 6:16 left in the first quarter. Brown, long pass into the left corner to Schroeder. Schroeder to Calzanetti, back up top to Brown. Brown attacking Hughes all the way to the bucket, scores, and she's fouled. Foul's going to go on Hughes, her first personal. First team foul out of Ottawa. Kramer will check out. Vaughn will come in. Number 3, Liz Vaughn, the 5'10 freshman from Kansas City, Kansas. Brown looking to finish the three-point play and does. Jade Brown here early on with 7 points. All 7 for Bethel, 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Ottawa leads 10-7 over Bethel. Hendricks, right wing for Grizzle. Jab step, thought about the 3. Instead will leave it with Knockbar. She'll swing it left side for Vaughn. Pick and roll with Knockbar down low. Easily scores. A laser of a pass from Liz Vaughn finds Knockbar rolling to the bucket. And Ottawa 6 of 8 from the field here to start things off. Calzanetti to the free throw line. In the corner to Brown. Brown again looking to drive on Hughes. Gets in the lane. Throws up a shot. It's an air ball. Rebound by Knockbar to Hendricks. Hendricks in the corner to Vaughn. Vaughn goes baseline. She's double teamed. Looks to score and does over the top of Abby Schmidt. And a timeout called by Bethel. As Ottawa leads by 7, it's a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is proud to be a sponsor of this Ottawa University Braves basketball broadcast and a supporter of OU Athletics. For Great Life membership options to the golf course and fitness center, just visit greatlifegolf.com/Ottawa. Go Braves!
This is Craig Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dengel & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Welcome back as Ottawa leads by 7. 4.5 minutes into this one over Bethel College. Ottawa 7 of 9 from the field. The Threshers 3 of 8. As Knockbar has 4, Grizzle with 6, and Jade Brown has scored all 7 for the Threshers. She'll have it at the top of the key. She'll work left side into the hands of Alex Barra. Barra down low. Jumper from Calzanetti is good from the short corner. And on the assist, that was Kayla Newman. Newman, the 5'10 freshman from Halstead. Barra, the 5'10 freshman from Wichita, Kansas. 14-9 Lady Braves. Emily Rose into the game for the Lady Braves, the 5'6 sophomore from Shawnee Mission. Three-pointer on the way is good from Jordan Knockbar. And Ottawa with an 8-point lead here in the first quarter. Calzanetti to Brown. Left side for Calzanetti again. 15 on the shot clock for the Threshers. Abby Schmidt is on the bench right now for Bethel. Mikulski, short corner to Brown. Brown with an 18-footer off back rim this time. It looked good leaving her hand as Hughes gets the rebound. Ottawa 8 of 10 from the field. Rose looks to drive in the corner. Spins one way and then goes the other. Double team with Calzanetti and Brown has to go in the corner to Hughes. They lob it inside. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Knockbar. 3 subs here for Ottawa. Katie Riffle will enter for the first time. Maddie McAvoy also in. Jenna Kramer will enter. Riffle, the 5'8 junior from Harrisonville, Missouri. Maddie McAvoy, number 1, the 5'4 sophomore from Shawnee Mission, Kansas. Score 17-9 Ottawa. 3:46 left in the first quarter. They throw a lob inside to Calzanetti, and she's fouled by Kramer. She's going to shoot 2. They went with some ISO down low. Just like Calzanetti, who can play the forward or the guard for Bethel. Has been a great find for the Threshers here. Just a true freshman. This is really a young squad outside of Jade Brown. There's one other senior on the roster as Calzanetti hits the first one. Caitlin Williams, a 5'7 senior, is on the roster. And then Carly Schroeder, so 3 seniors for Bethel. Second one for Calzanetti's no good. Ball's on the floor. Bethel picks it up, and then it's ripped away by Riffle. She finds Vaughn. 3:35 left in the quarter. Ottawa up 17-10. McAvoy to the free throw line, still attacking. Now dribbles back out to the wing. Kramer looking inside to Riffle. Gets to the short corner, picks up her dribble, goes back out to Rose with 10 on the shot clock. In the corner to Vaughn. Vaughn goes baseline, she's going to travel. That'll be the second turnover of the night on Ottawa. As Grizzle will return for Riffle. Hendricks will come in for Rose. So for the Lady Braves, it's Vaughn, Hendricks, Kramer, Grizzle, and McAvoy. Schmidt re-enters for Bethel. And Mikulski will take over in the point guard position. Jade Brown also back in. She drives on McAvoy, a foul before the bucket's made, so it'll be called on the floor. That's the 3rd team foul on Ottawa. End of the game for Bethel. It will be Carly Schroeder as Brown, who just came back in, will go take a seat. They will call that foul on McAvoy. Inbound from Bethel, and they're not going to get it in. That's a 5-second violation as Newman couldn't find anyone. Bethel turns it over for the second time. They are 4 of 10 from the field. Ottawa 8 of 10. McAvoy right wing, left-hand dribble, crosses over, goes the right wing for Hendricks. Hendricks looking for Vaughn, dangerous pass, almost stolen by Newman, but Vaughn regains possession. Vaughn, backdoor cut, finds Hendricks. She looks to score off the glass and does. That is 2 fantastic passes here early on from Liz Vaughn, this time using the bounce pass to free Hendricks. And Ottawa goes up by 9, their largest lead of the game, and Vaughn with the steal going the other way, 1-on-2. Vaughn all the way to the bucket by 1 defender, and she'll be called for the travel. Looked like her foot just slipped out from under her. Made a nice play on the defensive end, just kind of ran out of real estate under the basket. 2:33 left in the first quarter, and Ottawa off to a tremendous start as they are 9 of 11 from the field. They lead by 9, 19-10. Newman, left side for Schroeder. Schroeder, as they back in, calls Zanetti wide open under the bucket, throws it off the glass, no good. As Kramer did a nice job to recover, as Calzanetti had the position and should have finished from 3 feet. As Kramer challenged the shot and forced the miss. Vaughn to Kramer, shoots the deep three, it's off the mark, and McAvoy gets thrown to the floor on the rebound. And she's going to earn the foul on Bethel, so it'll remain with Ottawa. She's going to go on Schroeder. Her first personal, first team foul. Hughes and Nockbar will come in for McAvoy and Vaughn. And for Bethel will be Riley Schmieder. Inbound to Hughes in the left corner. She goes baseline, double team, kicks out to Grizzle for 3 from the wing, off the back rim. Long rebound in the hands of Schmidt. Schmidt to Brown. Behind the back dribble, gets by one defender, goes to the basket, leaves it to Schmidt, goes through her hands but regains possession, can't finish. And Nockbar's going to keep it from going out of bounds for Ottawa. Abby Schmidt now 0 of 3 from the field. And all 3 of those coming from within 5 feet. Not something you see very often from the star sophomore forward. Ottawa up by 9 with a chance to extend the lead here. Grizzle, left wing for Kramer. Kramer back up top to Hughes. Hughes attacking, getting to the bucket, throws it off the glass. It's no good, but she's going to shoot 2. And she's going to earn the foul on Newman. Even though Hughes did miss a free throw on Wednesday night, she is still in the top 10 for free throw percentage on the season. And she shoots 89% from the foul stripe. First free throw from Hughes is good. Caitlin Hughes averaging 8 points, 2 rebounds a game. Scored 24 points against Bethel in the first matchup. That one was back on December 8th, and make that December 12th. Both are good from Caitlin Hughes as Ottawa leads by 11. Brown quickly the other way, goes into the lane, and then losing the handle is going to be Schroeder, but it was last touched by Hendricks. Thought Schroeder had a wide open lane to finish. Hendricks got a hand on it with 21 on the shot clock. Bethel to inbound. It'll go in the corner to Newman. Back up top to Brown. Brown, left corner to Schroeder. 3 on the way is going to be off the mark, but offensive rebound by Schmieder. Schmieder back up top to Brown. Brown directing traffic. 55 seconds left in the quarter. Ottawa up 21-10. They're going to clear it out for Brown, and she'll be guarded by Hughes. Brown to the bucket. Looks to score off the glass and does. And Jay Brown has kept Bethel in this game. She has 9 points on 4 of 6 shooting. About 14 seconds differential between shot clock and game clock here for Ottawa. 33 seconds remaining in the quarter. Grizzle to the free throw line. Dribble handoff with Hughes. Hughes left wing for Kramer. Kramer dribbles to the short corner. Back up top to Grizzle. She attacks Schmidt, and she's going to be called for the foul as her forearm kind of caught her near the jaw line. Nothing intentional, just. And for Abby Schmidt, that is her first personal, 3rd team foul. So now Ottawa can actually hold for the final shot as Liz Vaughn checks in, and Hughes will come out. Kramer also coming out as Anthony comes in for the first time. Jennifer Anthony, the sophomore from Pea Ridge, Arkansas. Inbound will go into Grizzle in the corner. They're going to say it's a 5-second call on Ottawa. So now Bethel gets the final shot. 23 seconds left in the quarter as Brown will just walk it up. They will hold for the last shot. Bethel 5 of 14 from the field in the quarter. Brown has 4 of those made buckets. Brown attacking Anthony. Step back jumper from 10, in and out. Rebound battled for into the hands of Anthony. 3 seconds left. Got to get a shot off from half court. It's on the way. It's going to come up short. But a much improved Ottawa squad leads by 9 going to the second. You can listen to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. From all the ORC staff and board members, thank you.
Valentine's Day is the same day every year, February 14th. So don't wait till the last minute. Play it smart this year. Head to Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. Whether it's a new Vera Bradley design, earrings, a necklace, maybe a new watch, or you can never go wrong with diamonds, you'll always find just the perfect gift for your Valentine at Sutton's Jewelry. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 until 5:30, Saturdays 10 till 2 at 213 South Main, downtown Ottawa. Open online anytime at suttonsjewelryinc.com.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Welcome back to Wilson Fieldhouse. Ottawa leads 21-12 at the end of one. They finish at 69% from the field. 9 of 13, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Bethel finished the first quarter 5 of 14, 0 of 1 from behind the arc, and 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Ottawa with 4 turnovers, Bethel with 3. Jade Brown with 9 points to lead all scorers. For Ottawa, Mariah Grizzle with 6, Nakpar with 7, and Ottawa with possession to start the second quarter. They're up 21-12. Vaughn, along with Anthony, Nakpar, Grizzle, and Hendricks. In the corner, Kelsey Hendricks hits the three-pointer. And Ottawa goes up by 12. As Mikulski goes to Jade Brown, and she will work to the wing. Spinning in the lane, it's going to be Schmieder. Schmieder's shot's no good. Rebound by Grizzle. Grizzle to Anthony. 1-on-2. Anthony looks to push and then kicks it back out to Grizzle, who is open for 3. Now they'll go back to Hendricks. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Anthony going baseline by her defender. Runner from 8 is off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound by Hendricks. And Ottawa gets a fresh shot clock. For Bethel, it is Schroeder along with Newman, Schmieder, Brown, and Mikulski. Grizzle down low. Left side for Vaughn. Vaughn pick and roll. Nakpar looks to score off the glass, and she's fouled. As Mikulski tried to switch over to Nakpar on the pick and roll and hit her on the arm. Didn't matter as Nakpar scores and Ottawa goes up by 14. A whole new 5 here for Bethel coming into the game. Head coach Drew Brown not happy right now with his team. Number 2, Caitlin Williams will come in, the 5'7" senior from Wellington, Kansas, joined by Carl Zanetti. Alia Kennedy, the 5'7" junior from San Diego, California. Get some other numbers to you. Number 1, Tierra Powell, the 5'2" sophomore from Wichita, Kansas. And the free throw's no good. Nakpar tried to save it from going out of bounds. Couldn't get it to go. Also in number 33, Sydney Tennant, 5'11" freshman from Peoria, Arizona. So 4 players who haven't played tonight, and they're joined by Carl Zanetti. Carl Zanetti with it. It's stuck there. Leaves it with the dribble hand off to Powell. Driving baseline is Powell. She looks to get in the lane. An offensive foul will be called on Bethel as the screen from Williams caught Anthony. And that will be the second team foul on Bethel as Ottawa leads 26-12. 8:30 remaining in the first half. Ottawa 11 of 15. Bethel just 5 of 16. Emily Rose at point guard for Ottawa. Screen from Nakpar. She'll work to the right wing. Rose to Vaughn. Down low to Nakpar, and then Nakpar throws it away. She was looking for Rose on the wing, but Rose had already moved to the corner. For Ottawa, that's their 5th turnover of the game. Powell has a large knee brace on that right knee. Dribble handoff with Williams. Left side to Kennedy. Pass down low to Zanetti. Almost throws it overhead. Saves it inbounds to Powell in the right corner. Powell. Right side for Williams. Left side for Kennedy. Kennedy dribbles in the left corner with 10 on the shot clock. Zanetti. Driving baseline, gets in the lane, and they're going to call the charge as Zanetti ran into the body of Nakpar. And that'll be her first personal, 3rd team foul on Bethel in the second quarter. And Abby Schmidt remains on the bench here. Bethel trails by 14. Vaughn, double team. Goes right wing for Anthony. Looks to go baseline on Powell. Tries to score off the glass. Lots of contact as she fought through a couple sets of hands Rebound by Bethel and Aaliyah Kennedy. Kennedy leaves it with Calzanetti. Ottawa switches. Calzanetti now will go on Rose. Goes all the way to the basket. Shot's no good. Defensive rebound by Riffle. Riffle to Rose. In the corner, Anthony open for three. Bingo! And Ottawa goes up by 17. As Jennifer Anthony hits her first three-pointer of the game. Calzanetti. Left wing for Williams. Coming off the screen is Kennedy. They'll double team her, and she's going to lose the ball, and they're going to call the foul first. Maybe it's going to be a reach-in on that double team. Will be called on Vaughn. Her first personal, first team foul of the second quarter. 5 subs in for Bethel. I believe that is all the starters, except for Schmieder. Is coming in will be Barrett. I apologize, Alex Barrett will re-enter. So Mikulski, Brown, and Brown scores off the end. No, she can't score all by herself and can't get it to fall. So Mikulski will be joined by Schmidt, Schroeder, and Brown. For Ottawa into the game was Jenna Kramer. Vaughn, left wing, 18 on the shot clock. We'll find Hendricks. Right wing for Grizzle. Pass in the corner. Anthony again for three. This time it's off the mark, a little long. Rebound by Brown. 6:30 left in the second quarter. Ottawa up 29-12. Brown in the corner. Three-pointer on the way for Barrett is good. And a full timeout will be called by Bethel. As Ottawa leads 29-15 with 6:23 remaining in the half. We'll take that timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University's Lady Braves basketball on 1220 at 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Welcome back as Ottawa can't connect on the three-pointer, and then Bethel comes down and dribbles off their foot as Schroeder unable to hang on to it, and she'll have to check out of the game. For Bethel, that is their 6th turnover. Ottawa up 29-15, 5:58 left in the half. Into the game for the Lady Braves during that timeout was Brooke Barron, number 13, the freshman from Kingston, Arkansas. Three-pointer this time off the mark. Barron with the rebound and putback, and she was all alone on that left block. Ottawa goes up by 16, 31-15. Mikulski dribbles behind the back, leaves it with Brown. Right side for Calzanetti. Calzanetti stuck there, kicks it up to Barrett again for three on the way. It's off the mark, and it's going to go over the basket, but they're not going to say that it completely cleared it, so Ottawa just plays it like a normal offensive rebound. Hughes up top to Kramer. Kramer to Barron. Back to Hendricks on the right wing. Pass down low. They're going to trap. Kicks it out to Hughes. Short corner to Barron. Barron down low to Grizzle. Back to Hughes. Wide open for a three. It's off the mark as it misses everything. But good ball movement either way as Hughes had a wide open look. Brown in the lane all the way to the basket. Can't score. Rebound tipped around. Grizzle tries to grab it. Kramer does. And they're going to say she fouls Calzanetti. They were fighting for that rebound, and that's going to be Jenna Kramer's second. Nockbar will come in for Kramer. That is the second personal on her, second team foul on Ottawa in the second quarter. 4:50 left in the half. Ottawa leads 31-15. Inbound goes to Calzanetti. They'll double team her, forced to kick it out to Mikulski. To Brown. Left side for Calzanetti. Gets to the free throw line, leaves it with Brown. Brown left side to Barrett. Barrett driving on Barron, kicks it out to Brown in the corner. Brown with a 15-footer. long rebound to Colzanetti with the offensive board. Back up top to Brown. Brown drives, gets in the lane, kicks it in the corner to Barrett for three this time. It's way off. It's the side of the basket. Hughes with the board. Ottawa has held Bethel to 6 of 23 from the field, just over 26% in the half. And now Bethel going into a little bit of a zone here and looking to score off the runner is Hendricks from 4 feet, hits the backboard, and now it's 2-on-2. Mikulski to the bucket. She's fouled and will shoot two. As she was going 2-on-1, and probably the best option there for Nockbars. She would have had to leave Abby Schmidt. First personal on Nockbar. Third team foul on the Lady Braves. Mikulski's free throw's good. Kendall Mikulski, 9 points, a rebound a game. 75% foul shooter, hits both. Ottawa's lead at 14 with 4 minutes to play in the half. And again, Bethel drops into the zone. They're playing man-to-man up top, but down low their bigs are in a zone defense. So maybe a box and one. Hughes to Barron. Barron drives baseline, goes into a double team, loses the handle, and then she is fouled from behind. As it will be called on Abby Schmidt. That is her second personal. She'll have to come out of the game as Newman will re-enter. 3:40 left in the half. Ottawa up by 14 in the basketball. Hendricks will inbound it. As it will go down low to Grizzle. Grizzle working on Colzanetti, and she's fouled and will shoot two. They're going to end up calling it on Brown for the reach in from behind. Or Grizzle took that shot, and for Brown, that is her first personal. Grizzle's free throw is good. McAvoy re-enters for Ottawa. Schroeder will come in for Colzanetti. Very small lineup here for Bethel, as Newman is the tallest player on the floor right now, as she is 5'10". Second free throw, in and out. Brown with the board. Ottawa leads by 15. Brown in transition. It'll be stolen away by Caitlin Hughes, who is trailing the play. Stuck her hand out and takes it away for the Lady Braves. Hendricks down low to Nockbar. In the corner to McAvoy for a three. It's off the mark. Offensive board by Nockbar. She looks to score off the glass. It's no good. And they're going to call a charge on Ottawa. It will go on Nockbar. That is her second. And Vaughn heads to the scorer's table to check her out. So Nockbar takes a seat. She scored 9 points in the half. So won't see her probably till the third quarter. That's 5 team fouls on Bethel. Now Ottawa with 4. 3:13 left in the half. Mikulski leaves it with Schroeder. Ends up in the hands of Newman. And Vaughn got hit in the face. No whistle from the officials. They find Brown open in the corner. She'll take the 10-footer. It's an air ball. Rebound by McAvoy. Bethel now 6 of 24 from the field. 1 of 4 from the three-point line, but they are 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Grizzle foul line extended. That'll go to McAvoy. Hughes looks to attack all the way to the basket. It's no good, but a charge called on Hughes as she left her feet and ran into Newman. That is now the 15th foul on Ottawa as Anthony will come in. Second personal on Hughes. So 3 starters for Ottawa with 2 fouls. Hughes, Nockbar, and Kramer all on the bench. Abby Schmidt on the bench for Bethel with her 2 fouls. 2:38 left in the half. 32-17 lead for the Lady Braves. Brown to Schroeder on the wing. Schroeder in the corner to Brown. Brown drives on Anthony, gets to the bucket. She's fouled before the shot. She'll head to the foul line. He'll shoot 2. Jade Brown with 9 tonight. 1 of 1 from the free throw line, has 4 rebounds and an assist. For the senior from Sanford, Florida, and at Ellsworth Community College. Brown's free throw is in and out. Brown looking to hit one of two. It's on the way. It's good. 32-18, Ottawa leads. 2:25 to play in the half. Last field goal for Ottawa was at the 5:33 mark of the quarter. They have gone silent. McAvoy attacking the bucket with a little bit of hesitation to get Brown to go by her, and lays it in with the right hand as Ottawa's lead goes back to 16. Mikulski to Brown. Brown again attacking the bucket. Goes to the floor. She looked like she rolled her ankle. And now she is on the floor. Anthony attacking to the bucket. Falls to the floor. And a timeout as Jade Brown is still laying on the floor. And they will bring the trainer out, and we're going to take a timeout as Brown is still on the floor. We'll take a minute timeout. You're listening to Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Brown looks to be okay as she was able to jog off the floor. She was attacking the bucket and got in the lane. I think her feet got tangled up and rolled it on that initial possession, but Ottawa unable to take advantage of the 5-on-4 break as Anthony just got too far under the basket, and Brooke Barron will come in for her. Ottawa up 34-18, 1:53 to play in the first half. Ottawa 14 of 16 from the field. Barrett, left side for Mikulski. Mikulski to the bucket, has it stripped away by Grizzle. So leaves it with Hendricks. Hendricks pushing in transition. And she throws it to McAvoy, almost out of bounds. Now McAvoy's double teamed in the corner. McAvoy driving baseline. Reverse, leaves it with Grizzle. Grizzle has it stripped away, and a charge will be called on Grizzle. She ran into, trying to catch a number for you, that is Schmieder. That is Grizzle's first personal. For Ottawa, that's turnover number 8. Mikulski. And it's going to be stolen away by Vaughn as she just really took it away from Mikulski. Vaughn looks to score it, misses the jumper. She'll leave it with Hendricks, and Vaughn took a lot of contact when she went up for that layup. 19 on the shot clock, 1:05 on the game clock. Barron, right wing for Vaughn. Vaughn goes baseline, cut off. Back up to the wing to Barron, 8 on the shot clock. Barron out to Hendricks, down low to Grizzle. Grizzle in the corner. Vaughn's got to take the three, steps into it with an air ball. 48.5 seconds remaining in the half. And can't blame head coach Bruce Tate as the defender just kind of wrapped her arms around Grizzle. Ottawa couldn't get the whistle. 16-point lead for the Lady Braves, 45 seconds left in the half. Ottawa's led by as many as 17 here in the first half. Schroeder to Schmieder at the foul line. Right wing for Barrett. Up top to Mikulski. Barrett on the right wing. Barrett keeps the dribble. Cross-court pass to Schroeder. Schroeder, 5 seconds on the shot clock, and a whistle and a foul called on Ottawa. It's going to go on Barron, her first personal. And going to the line for Bethel is going to be Riley Schmieder. Free throw for Schmieder is good. Averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds, a 56% foul shooter. Nakbar is going to come in for the final 23 seconds. Has to be careful on the offensive end as we've seen 4 charges called against Ottawa in the half. Don't want her to pick up her third personal potentially. Second on the way is off the mark. Rebound hit off the backboard. Nakbar grabs the rebound. Finds it into the hands of Hendricks, and Ottawa can hold for the final shot. 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ottawa by 15, 34-19. Hendricks to the left of the volleyball line. Kicks it up top to Grizzle. She'll take the three. It's off and long. 2 seconds left, and that's going to do it for the half, as Ottawa takes a 34-19 lead into the locker room. We will take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team. To be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Back here in Wilson Fieldhouse, Ottawa leads at the break 34-19 over Bethel College. And Ottawa got off to a fast start in the first quarter. They went up 14-7 in the first 4 minutes and 44 seconds before Bethel took their first timeout. They ended up only had 3 timeouts left, so had to use 3 timeouts already. So interesting that Bethel is going to only have 3 timeouts in the second half. At the end of one, Ottawa led 20-12 as the Lady Braves were 9 of 13 from the field. Bethel just 5 of 14. The next timeout came from Bethel at the 6:23 mark of the second quarter as Ottawa was up 29-15 with 6:23 remaining in the second. Ottawa was 12 of 18 from the field, Bethel 6 of 19, and then Ottawa goes into the break up 34-19. Ottawa 48% from the field in the half, Bethel at 25%. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have your first half stats. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe today and never miss a score by reading the Ottawa Herald sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $24 plus tax, and that includes internet access. Call the Ottawa Herald at 242-4700, option 2.
Dad, throw me the ball. No, throw it to me.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Dad, will that stain come out of the couch?
Kids, there's only one man that can take care of that stain. Super Stan.
You better call him before Mom gets home.
Already on it.
Playing outdoor games, indoors, not a good idea. But Super Stan's cleaning service can save the day with hot water extraction to steam clean your carpet, upholstery, even grout and tile. It is a good idea to let Super Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-248-2463.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe today and never miss a score by reading the Ottawa Herald sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $24 plus tax, and that includes internet access. Call the Ottawa Herald at 242-4700, option 2.
Ottawa up at halftime, 34-19 over Bethel College. Looking at the first half stats, leading scorer for Bethel, Jade Brown, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist for the senior. No other player has scored more than 3 points. That was Alex Barrett. He has 3 to go along with a rebound. Riley Schmieder has 1 and 1 rebound. Kendall Mikulski finished with 2 points. Big surprise so far has to be Abby Schmidt has not scored in the game, has 2 rebounds, has only played 11 minutes, and has 2 fouls, 0 of 3 from the field, and just 2 defensive rebounds. Usually she is a force on the offensive glass. Ottawa actually out-rebounded Bethel 20-15. This is a Bethel team that has a plus 12 margin on rebounding on the season. They finished 6 of 24 from the field in the half, 1 of 4 from the three-point line, 6 of 9 from the free throw line. For Ottawa, they scored Jordan Nockbar 9 points, 6 rebounds. Mariah Grizzle 7 points, 5 boards. Jenna Kramer had 2 rebounds. Kelsey Hendricks 5 points. Caitlin Hughes 4 points, 2 rebounds. Maddie McAvoy 2 points, 2 rebounds. Liz Vaughn with 2. Brooke Barron with 2 points and a rebound. Jennifer Anthony had 3. Ottawa finished with 20 rebounds, 6 assists, 8 turnovers, and 6 steals in the first half as they shoot 48% from the field, 3 of 12 from behind the arc for 25%, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Impressive for Ottawa is their assists. They've had 6 assists on 14 made baskets today. Fast break points are tied at 3. Ottawa with the edge on off turnovers, 6-2. In points in the paint, Ottawa leads 22-4. Second chance points tied at 4. Ottawa leads in bench points 9-6. Score by the period, Ottawa had 21 in the first, Bethel with 12. Ottawa won the second quarter 13-7. Last field goal for Bethel was at the 6:15 mark of the second quarter, so going scoreless for the last 6 minutes of the half. Ottawa's was at the 2:09 mark of the second. Bethel has not led in the game. The largest for Ottawa was by 17 at the 7:10 mark of the second quarter. Score was tied twice, and there were no lead changes in the first half. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families, like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team. To be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu. It doesn't matter if you're in the game or just working around the house. Injuries can happen, but not all of them require a trip to the ER. Ransom Memorial Health's Express Care Clinic can help. They're now open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Ransom Memorial Health, providing you with remarkable care. Visit ransom.org.
We train yearly to be iCar Gold certified because as cars and designs have changed to keep you safer, so have the collision repair procedures. And at CarStar Ottawa, your safety matters. Call CarStar 242-8916. Relax, we'll take it from here.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is proud to be a sponsor of this Ottawa University Braves basketball broadcast and a supporter of OU Athletics. For Great Life membership options to the golf course and fitness center, just visit greatlifegolf.com/Ottawa. Go Braves!
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Play Words with Listeners every weekday afternoon over your lunch hour at 12:20. Listen for the letters that make up our mystery word, and once you have figured out what that word is, call in and win. Words with Listeners, brought to you by Pizza Time, Kansas State Bank, and Brendan Iron Bar and Grill.
The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Kramer Pharmacy, Neosho County Community College, Dials Construction, Midwest Auto Center, and Beanie's Body Shop. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Back here in Wilson Fieldhouse, Ottawa leads 34-19 at half. The only other game going on right now is one that Rays fans are definitely interested in here. Avila leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 65-64. Ottawa a game back of Avila, and then Avila owns the tiebreaker. So if Avila can pull off the upset there, that would move them to 9-11. Oklahoma Wesleyan would have dropped to 11-9. 1 second left in that game, and it's 65-64 in favor of Avila. So if that changes, it has gone final. So the Eagles pull the upset over Avila. Ottawa and Bethel, the only other game going on currently. So we'll look at results around the university today. Not men's, just baseball in general. Won 7-4 today. They had 11 o'clock first pitch over William Baptist. So they go for the series win in Game 4 as they split yesterday. And looking at score updates on that one, baseball leads 2-1 in the top of the fifth. So we will get you the result of that one once it goes final. Men's wrestling is the Missouri Valley Open. Competitive cheer is in Benedictine. Men's volleyball won 3-1 over Cardinal Stritch in their first match today. They will have two matches. I believe they take on, we'll see who else they play today. They take on St. Ambrose. That one started at 3 o'clock, so we'll pass that result on later. Softball won Game 1 today. Don't see the final score, but I know it was either 5 or 6-1. Last time I checked, they're currently in the midst of that game against Hastings. As they do win 6-1. That game going on at Kansas City, Kansas Community College. And we'll get you the results of Game 2 as that one comes to pass here in the next hour or so. And then we will have men's basketball starting at 5 p.m. for you here on 1220 and 103.7 FM. As Ottawa leads 34-19 at the break over Bethel College. We'll take our final timeout of halftime. When we come back, we'll have the start of your second half. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves Basketball, 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Dad, throw me the ball. No, throw it to me.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Dad, Dad, will that stain come out of the couch?
Kids, there's only one man that can take care of that stain. Super Stan.
You better call him before Mom gets home.
Already on it.
Playing outdoor games indoors? Not a good idea. But Super Stan's cleaning service can save the day with hot water extraction to steam clean your carpet, upholstery, even grout and tile. It is a good idea to let Super Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-248-2463.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Play words with listeners every weekday afternoon over your lunch hour at 12:20. Listen for the letters that make up our mystery word, and once you have figured out what that word is, call in and win. Words with Listeners, brought to you by Pizza Time, Kansas State Bank, and Brendan Iron Bar and Grill.
Welcome back as they're going to call the block on Ottawa to get things started as Brown ran into the body of Hughes. And Hughes thought she took a charge. Ottawa has not been awarded a charge yet as Bethel forced 6 charges against Ottawa in the first half, and that is the 3rd foul on Caitlin Hughes. She will come out for Liz Vaughn, who is joined by Kelsey Hendricks, Mariah Grizzle, Jenna Kramer, and Jordan Nockbar. For Bethel, it's Kaylee Schroeder, Riley Schmieder, Kendall McCalskey, Jade Brown, and Abby Schmidt. Inbound will go to McCalskey on the right wing, just steps into a three-pointer. It's good. For McCalskey, that's her first three-pointer of the game, first made basket for Bethel since the 6:05 mark of the second quarter as they trail Ottawa 34-22. 9:35 left in the third quarter. Pass down low to Grizzle. Kicks it out to Nockbar. Nockbar is going to pass. Is going to be picked up by Hendricks. That was going to be stolen by Brown going the other way, but Hendricks able to control it. Kramer driving. Stuck there. Steps into one with a runner, and it's good. From Jenna Kramer, her first bucket of the night. Ottawa's lead at 14. 9:10 left in the third. McCalskey, little hesitation. We'll go to Schmieder, to Schroeder. Schroeder to the right corner. Ball knocked away. McCalskey tracks it down near midcourt. McCalskey thought about the step back three, goes in the corner to Schroeder. Schroeder. And there will be a jump ball called as Ottawa will get possession. As it looked like a double team there on Brown between Vaughn and Hendricks. 8:53 left in the third quarter. Ottawa up by 14 over Bethel College. Ottawa needing to stay in striking distance with Avila now that they are 2 games ahead. Grizzle, pass is going to be stolen away by Brown. 2-on-2 here. Brown in transition. Brown, right side, goes through the hands of Schroeder. And saving it, no, unable to save it, is going to be Kramer as she fell out of bounds. Shot clock will be at 23 seconds as Bethel will inbound on the far side where the baseline and sideline meet. Brown near midcourt. The right-hand dribble, guarded by Vaughn. Pick and roll with Schmidt. Brown to Schroeder. Schroeder spins in the lane, goes off the glass. It's no good. Rebound off the face of Schmieder. And Hendricks with the ball for Ottawa. Hendricks to the right corner. Up top to Kramer. Kramer driving, picks up her dribble, leaves it with Vaughn. Right side for Nockbar. Nockbar to Hendricks, back up top to Grizzle. Grizzle driving on Schmidt. Jumper from the short corner, front rim no good. Nockbar unable to hit from 7 feet as Grizzle was able to find her wide open. Schroeder driving on Kramer. Schroeder to the bucket. Shot no good, but she's fouled, and that's going to be the 3rd on Kramer. She's going to have to come out of the game. Second team foul on Ottawa in the third quarter. Carly Schroeder steps to the line, has not scored tonight. She makes the first. McAvoy will come in for Kramer. So Vaughn and McAvoy going to get some big minutes here in the third quarter with Hughes and Kramer on the bench. Both free throws good from Schroeder. Ottawa's lead down to 12. 7:37 left in the third quarter. Hendricks pick and roll with Grizzle. Grizzle right wing going baseline on Schmidt. And pass is stolen by McCalskey. McCalskey 3-on-2. Pass down low to Schmidt who scores. Ottawa's lead down to 10. 7:17 left in the third, and a timeout called by the Lady Braves. It'll be a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Lady Braves up by 10, but Bethel starts the third quarter on a 7-2 run. Still plenty of time left in this game. Hendricks to inbound for Ottawa. It'll go to McAvoy. And a whistle and a foul before the inbounds on Bethel, as it's going to go on Schroeder. Her second personal, first team foul here in the third. Now Ottawa gets to inbound under the basket. McAvoy was open. They missed her, so they go to Grizzle in the left corner. Vaughn trying to go with it somewhere, finds McAvoy, but it's tipped out of bounds as Schmidt got a hand on it. 23 on the shot clock for Ottawa. Hendricks to inbound. Vaughn in the right corner. Down low, they'll go to Grizzle, working on Schmidt. Out to McAvoy. McAvoy looking to go by Mikulski. Does, scores, and she's fouled. Maddie McAvoy now with 4 points, and that's her second and one. McAvoy, 2 of 3 from the field. 2 rebounds, misses the free throw as it just hung on the rim and fell to the waiting arms of Jade Brown. Brown out to Schroeder. Blocked shot by Grizzle. Schmidt gets it back. Schmidt working inside. Goes off the glass and scores as the lefty banks it in from 7 feet. 38-28, Ottawa leads. 6:39 left in the third. Grizzle thought about stepping into the three. Side goes left wing to Vaughn. Up top to McAvoy. McAvoy's going to get a screen here from Grizzle as they look to go pick and roll near the free throw line. McAvoy, short corner to Knockbar off the glass. It's good for Jordan Knockbar, who gets into double figures with 11. 12-point lead again for Ottawa. Mikulski looking to drive step back jumper from 18 to nothing but net. For Kendall Mikulski, she's got 7. Made her first 2 shots here in the second half. 40-30 the lead for the Lady Braves. Hendricks to Knockbar. She works on Schmieder. Pass in the corner to McAvoy. Goes baseline, double team. Able to keep it in bounds, and then she steps out of bounds for the turnover. Levitt's turnover on the Lady Braves. Emily Rose comes into the game for Ottawa. Hendricks will take a seat. Calls Zanetti in for Bethel. As Schroeder takes a seat. 40-30. 5:40 left in the third. Pass left side to Brown. Ottawa looking to double team Schmidt down low. Out to Calzanetti. Calzanetti left wing for Brown. They lob it inside to Schmidt again. Schmidt double team, not able to score off the glass. Gets her own rebound and put back. It's no good. Gets another rebound. Put back this time does fall with the left hand. And Abby Schmidt with 3 opportunities to score on that possession. She's not going to miss more than twice. Vaughn, right hand dribble, spins in the lane. Looks to go off the glass and earns the foul inside. Foul will be called on Newman. Oh no, it's going to go on Barra. Her second personal, 3rd team foul on Bethel as Vaughn will shoot 2. Vaughn's first free throw's good. Vaughn tonight has come off the bench to score 3. Bench points in favor of Ottawa, 12-6. Vaughn's second is off the mark. Knockbar saves it, but then goes out of bounds. lead at 9. 5:02 left in the third. Bethel now up to 33% from the field. They were just at 25% in the first half. Again, Brown, pick and roll with Mikulski. Brown to the bucket off the glass, too strong. Rebound by Nockbar. Rose. Left wing for Vaughn. Vaughn looking right side, has Rose open. Rose inside the lane. Off the glass. No, it's blocked by Schmidt as she got a hand on it first. And Brown in transition. Brown to the bucket. Left-hand layup's good. Bethel within 7. 4:26 left in the third. Rose guarded by Brown. Looking right side. The screen from Grizzle. They'll double team. And now step back out to Grizzle. To Nockbar. Goes by Colzanetti. In the corner. Layup off the glass. No good from Vaughn. Offensive rebound put back there by Nockbar. And another timeout called by Ottawa. It'll be a 30-second timeout as Ottawa leads by 9. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Darren College, a former NFL Super Bowl champion, signed the most important contract of his life to serve in the Army National Guard.
I've had a lot of military in my family. It's a big part of what my family's done for a long time. I want to go out there and make a difference. I didn't find that working behind a desk, so for me it was a pretty easy decision to make. And then the opportunity to serve my community and serve my country was just icing on the cake.
To learn how to be part of the Army National Guard, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Ottawa by 9. 4:03 remaining in the third quarter. Jordan Nockbar with 13 now for the Lady Braves. Mikulski, dribble handoff with Colzanetti. To the left side for Barrett. Right wing for Brown as they will back off of her, allowing her to shoot the three if she wants it. Barrett goes baseline right by Vaughn. Layup though too strong. Rebound by Nockbar. As Barrett was expecting some contact, it never came. Dribble handoff going baseline and taking the, oh, they're going to call the charge again. As McAvoy tried to go baseline. Taking the charge for Bethel is Kayla Newman. Schroeder re-enters. Brown will come out of the game. Barrett will come out as well. .330 remaining in the third. Ottawa up 43-34. Newman. Looking inside. Working inside off the glass. Can't score. Ripple had the rebound, had it knocked out of her hand, falls to the floor. Ottawa gets the board anyway. Rose in the corner to McAvoy. McAvoy in the lane, tries to go by a defender, scores, and the basket's good for Maddie McAvoy. And Ottawa goes back up by 11. McAvoy now with 6. Rose will come out, Hendricks will enter. Anthony at the scorer's table to check in for McAvoy after the free throw. 45-34. Free throw is good for McAvoy. 7 points off the bench for the sophomore as she will check out for the sophomore Jennifer Anthony. Lady Braves by 12. 3:06 to play in the third quarter. Schroeder guarded by Anthony. She works her way across the 10-second line. Dribble handoff to Barrett. Left side to Mikulski. Mikulski will leave it back with Barrett. Barrett crosses over, goes right by the defender. Basket's no good, and Nockbar's going to be called for the foul. Tried to slide over a little late. Be called for the hip check. They're going to say it's the block, but kind of threw out the hip on that one. So Barrett shoots 2. 5'10" freshman from Wichita, Kansas. The Wichita Trinity. Barrett's free throw's good. Barrett now with 4 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 1 of 1 now from the free throw line, has a rebound and 2 fouls. Barrett second off the mark, rebound by Grizzle. Ottawa still out-rebounding Bethel 26-22. A little different in the matchup at Thresher Gymnasium. Anthony goes by one defender, looks to score. It's no good. And she had to adjust her shot as Barrett was there to try and block it. Schroeder in the corner, going baseline, has it stripped out of bounds by Anthony. As Brown re-enters for the Lady Threshers. Schroeder will come out of the game. 2:24 left in the third. Ottawa by 11. Barrett in the corner to call Zanetti. To Brown. Brown picks up the dribble. Tried to go to Mikulski, can't get it to her. Brown close to a 5-second call before she gave it up. Going baseline, dribble handoff to the bucket, off the glass, and scores with the right hand. Jade Brown with 14. Leads all scorers. Ottawa's lead down to 9 with 2 minutes left in the third. Hendricks. Crossover dribble. Pass in the corner to Vaughn. Down to Kramer. Kramer double teamed, and she's going to step out of bounds. Turnover starting to pile up for Ottawa. That's their 13th. Zanetti comes out of the game. Schmieder comes back in. Bethel has gotten as close as 8 here in the third quarter. They're trailing by 15 at the break. Schmidt at the elbow. Out to Mikulski. Right wing. Down low to Schmidt. Scores off the goal. Oh, she's not going to score, but does get fouled from behind. She's going to shoot two. One of the areas that Abby Schmidt really struggled in the first matchup. Did score 22. But in the process, just 10 of 19 from the foul line. Hits the first one, though. Schmidt. 7 points tonight. Make it 8 as she hits both of them. The closest Bethel's been since the first quarter. Ottawa 46-39, 1:30 to play in the third. Kramer to Vaughn on the left wing. To Hendricks in the corner to Kramer. Long cross-court pass. Anthony open for three in the corner. It's an air ball. Offensive rebound by Kramer, but only 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ottawa's going to clear it out. Go down low to Grizzle. In the corner, Anthony by one defender. Jumper from 15. Good this time for Anthony. Ottawa's lead back up to 9. And the confidence for Jennifer Anthony to take that shot after the air ball three-pointer is not missing. And Vaughn with the steal. Looking to go all the way to the bucket. Barrett behind her. Right by the defender and lays it in as Barrett went right by her. And Vaughn just waited. Ottawa's lead back up to 11. 43 seconds left in the third. Brown driving on Anthony. It's going to be picked up by Vaughn again with the steal. In the corner is Anthony. She will kick it up to Hendricks. 6 seconds between shot clock and game clock. 23 seconds remaining in the third. Ottawa 50-39 over Bethel. Kramer on the left wing to Vaughn. Down low to Grizzle. Step back three-pointers blocked by Schmidt. And Bethel can go the other way in transition. Ottawa thought the quarter was over. Brown to Schmidt. Layup is no good. And a huge break for Ottawa as Schmidt can't finish at the rim. And we'll go to the fourth quarter as Ottawa leads 50-39 over Bethel. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Beckman Motors, Seven Cedars in Princeton, Frank Eye Center, Great Life Golf and Fitness, and Quality Structures Incorporated. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Ottawa leads by 11. Head to the fourth quarter. Ottawa at 50% from the field. Bethel at 34%. Bethel hit their first 2 3-pointers of the game in that third quarter. They're now 2 of 5. Ottawa 3 of 14. Bethel's been to the foul line 15 times. They made 11 of them. Ottawa just 5 of 9. Both teams turned it over 13 times. Jade Brown leads all scorers with 14. Jordan Nockbar leads Ottawa with 13 at 6 of 7 from the field. Bethel with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Brown to Schmidt at the free throw line. Schmidt will face up to Calzanetti. Calzanetti in the lane all the way past Kramer, goes off the glass. Rebound's knocked out of bounds by Bethel. In the game for the Threshers is Brown, Mikulski, Schmidt, Calzanetti, and Schroeder. Anthony will come out of the game as Ottawa will have Vaughn, Grizzle, Hughes, Hendricks, and Nockbar. 9:43 to play. Ottawa up by 11. Hendricks right wing for Grizzle. Grizzle picks up the dribble, goes in the corner to Vaughn. Vaughn works back to the middle of the floor. Pass almost thrown away. Hendricks sticks out an arm and saves it. Finds Hughes. Backdoor cut finds Nockbar. Nockbar looks to score. Has it ripped out of her hands, and Brown in transition. Brown attacking the bucket. Shot good for Jade Brown. Thought they were going to give her the and one. It's like Hendricks caught her. No whistle. 9-point lead for Ottawa. Bethel gets the first points in the fourth quarter. Throw it inside to Nockbar. Double teamed again. And a foul inside as Nockbar hits the deck. It's going to go on Mikulski. Her third personal. First team foul of the fourth quarter. Emily Rose comes in for Hendricks. Fresh shot clock for Ottawa as Rose inbounds to Grizzle. Open for three on the wing. It's going to be just off the mark. It hits the left side of the rim. Brown in transition again to Mikulski for three. Wide open. It misses. Big break there for the Lady Braves as Mikulski had hit 2 3-pointers in the third quarter. 8:44 to play in the game. Ottawa leads 50-41. Rose, left wing for Hughes. Pass inside to Nockbar. Looks to score as it goes out of bounds. It was partially blocked by Schroeder. 12 on the shot clock for Ottawa. Rose again to inbound. They find Nockbar, goes right by Schroeder but can't score. Caught herself right under the bucket and can't lay it in. Well drawn up play there by head coach Bruce Tate. Schmidt on Grizzle. Schmidt double team, can't score, and Nockbar tries to take the charge, and instead they're going to call the blocking foul. And for Nockbar, that's her fourth. So Schmidt's going to shoot 2 more. Kramer heads to the scorer's table. Free throw for Schmidt's good. Kramer will come in for Nockbar in those 4 fouls. Ottawa by 8. Schmidt looks to cut it to 7. They've been as close to 7 here in the second half. She makes both. Calzanetti out. Barrett back in. McAvoy. And for Liz Vaughn. For Ottawa, it's Kramer, Rose, Hughes, McAvoy, and Grizzle. Ottawa still has not scored here in the fourth quarter as we played almost 2 minutes. Hughes is going to drive, goes by one defender, goes through the hands of, looked like it touched Barrett. Instead, they're going to say McAvoy touched it. It's a turnover on Ottawa. 15th of the game. 8:08 left. Ottawa with a 7-point lead. They've led by as many as 17 in the first half. Mikulski to Barrett. Left side for Schroeder. Back up top to Brown. Brown looking for the interior pass. Can't get it to Schmidt, so they leave it with Schroeder. Schroeder to the left corner. 10 on the shot clock. Has to kick it back up top to Brown. Brown to Schroeder. Steps into a three-pointer. It's going to be short, but an offensive rebound by Abby Schmidt. Schmidt off the glass and scores with the left hand. Ottawa by 5. 7:30 to play. Grizzle at the right elbow. Leaves it with Hughes. Hughes out to Rose on the wing. Rose out to Kramer as Rose fell to the floor. Long pass in the corner to Grizzle. Back to McAvoy, steps into a three. Banks it off the glass. Not sure if McAvoy called it, but it'll go down as 3 in the scorebook, and Ottawa's lead back up to 8. Big bucket for the Lady Braves, who hadn't scored the entire fourth quarter for the first 3 minutes. Brown, dribble handoff with Schroeder. Schroeder to the basket, layup's no good. Long rebound into the hands of McAvoy. McAvoy in transition. Finds Hughes, out to Grizzle. Right wing for Rose. Rose to McAvoy, right corner. Interior pass finds Grizzle. Grizzle to Kramer. Back to Rose, open for 3. It's in and out. Halfway down and popped out for Emily Rose. 6:29 to play. Brown in the corner. Three-pointer on the way is going to be long. Rebound by Rose for Ottawa. Schroeder again finding herself wide open but can't hit it. Hughes keeps her dribble. 6:15 to play in the game. Ottawa by 8. Hughes trying to attack Schmidt. She knocks it out of bounds with a block. $18 on the shot clock for Ottawa. 6:11 left in the game as Grizzle's going to get a short breather here as Katie Riffle comes in. Inbound from Rose. Throws it on the left wing to McAvoy. McAvoy loses it off her knee. Riffle in the corner for 3. It's an air ball. Rebound by Brown. Brown almost has it stolen away by Rose. Brown to the bucket, leaves it with Schmidt. Schmidt inside, scores off the glass. Riffle thought she had already shot it. And she turns around and lays it in. 6-point lead for Ottawa. 5:48 to play in the game. Riffle's going to go pick and roll here with Rose. Rose, baseline, in trouble. Leaves it to Kramer. It's stolen away by Mikulski, and Bethel with numbers 4 on 3. Long pass to Barrett. Layup's good. Ottawa's lead down to 4. 5:25 to play. And Ottawa's going to call another timeout, as Bethel is as close as they've been since the first quarter. And it is going to be a full timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back. Ottawa's lead down to 4 as Bethel starts the fourth quarter on a 10-3 run. Leading scorer right now for Bethel is Jade Brown, but Abby Schmidt now with 14, didn't score a single point in the first half, but has 14 now. Ottawa's leading scorer, Jordan Nockbar, is on the bench with 4 fouls. Ottawa basketball coming out of the timeout. It's Hughes, Grizzle, Vaughn, Rose. and McAvoy. Inbound goes to Rose in the backcourt. 53-49 Ottawa lead. Vaughn on the wing. Goes by Barrett. Vaughn still looking to get to the basket. Can't score. Offensive rebound by Grizzle is blocked. And Bethel goes the other way as Barrett there for the block and the rebound. Long pass to Mikulski out to Colzanetti. Cross court pass to Brown. Brown back up top to Colzanetti. Dribble handoff with Barrett. Barrett going baseline. Might have traveled. Kicked out to Colzanetti by one defender all the way to the basket. Has it stripped. Ball's on the floor. And Rose has it. Ottawa with a nice defensive stop there. Vaughn finds Grizzle. Grizzle by one defender is looking to score off the glass and does with the contact from Mikulski. Ottawa goes up by 6. 4:33 to play in the game. Brown to the lane, leaves it with Schroeder. She can't score, gets her own rebound. Putback's no good either. Unable to finish at the rim was Newman. Ottawa by 6. 4:17 to play. Vaughn. Left wing for Hughes. Hughes cross-court pass. Finds McAvoy open for a three. It's in and out again. She's had 2 that have been halfway down. Everyone in the building thinks it goes. It comes out. Mikulski to Colzanetti for a 3. It's long. Rebound by Hughes, and then a foul called on Jade Brown. Subs for both teams as Schmidt re-enters along with Schroeder. Hendricks will come in for Rose. 3:51 left in the game. Ottawa by 6, 55-49. Hendricks will walk it across the 10-second line. Pick and roll with Grizzle. Grizzle driving on Schmidt, leaves it with Hendricks. Up top to McAvoy. McAvoy left-hand dribble. Goes into the body and a whistle. No, they're going to call the travel on McAvoy before the foul. Ottawa's turned it over 17 times. Bethel's turned it over 14. 3:30 left in the game. 55-49 Lady Braves. Mikulski leaves it with Schroeder. Left wing for Brown. Expect maybe some posting up here with Schmidt. It'll go into the hands of Barrett. Pass down low, stolen away by Grizzle. As Hendricks picks it up, but Grizzle read the pass down low. 3:05 to play. Ottawa by 6. Trying to break a 5-game losing streak. Vaughn down low, looking to score. She's fouled by Brown. And Vaughn's going to shoot 2. Liz Vaughn with 5 points this evening. That's the 3rd personal on Jade Brown. 1 of 2 from the foul line on the day. Vaughn's first free throw's good. Nockbar comes back in with those 4 fouls as McAvoy will take a seat. Free throw's good for Vaughn, and Ottawa goes up by 8 with 3 minutes to play. Vaughn with 7 points off the bench. Played substantial minutes for Ottawa this evening. Brown, dribble handoff with Schroeder. It's going to go to Mikulski. Mikulski, jab step, dribbles behind the back, leaves it with Schroeder. Schroeder attacks the bucket off the glass and scores with a contested pass, or contested layup. And a 30-second timeout called by Bethel. We'll go ahead and just keep it here. Ottawa leads by 6, 2:39 to go in the game. Bethel with 2 timeouts remaining, Ottawa with 2 as well. Bethel still has to foul Ottawa 2 more times before putting them into the bonus. When you look at the first matchup between these 2 clubs, it has almost been a completely different contest overall. Abby Schmidt with 14, hadn't scored the entire first half. Ottawa did a great job on her. She's been able to convert here in the second half, but Ottawa hasn't made it easy. Almost has Abby Smith almost with another double-double, 14 points, 9 rebounds. But the 2 post players for Ottawa have been big, as Grizzle has 9, Nockbar with 13. Maddie McAvoy's come off the bench to score 10. And also Liz Vaughn and her 7. No pressure yet put on by Bethel. No full court press at this point as they're going to let Ottawa inbound it. With 2:37 to play. Hendricks left wing for Grizzle. Devon. Knockbar right wing. Up top to Hughes. Hughes. Back up top to Hendricks. Grizzle goes baseline on Schmidt. Finds Hughes before she steps out of bounds. Vaughn. Hendricks goes baseline. They'll leave it inside off the glass, and scoring is Mariah Grizzle. Ottawa scores with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. The lead back to 8. 2:07 to play. Schroeder in the lane. Spinning. Might have traveled. Just throws it off the body of Schmidt, and Mikulski tries to save it, and Ottawa has a 2-on-1. Vaughn all the way to the basket. It's blocked out of bounds by Barrett. 1:53 to play. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Hendricks to inbound. And another steal by Liz Vaughn, her third of the game. Grizzle right corner to Hughes on the right wing. Hughes back to the middle of the floor. Dribble handoff with Vaughn. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to post up down low with Grizzle. And Ottawa now has to kick it back to Hughes. And a reach-in foul over the top with 10 seconds on the shot clock. And that's going to be called on Schroeder. Her third personal, fourth team foul on Bethel. Hendricks inbound. Goes to Vaughn in the right corner, and Ottawa can run some more clock here as they get a fresh shot clock. Hendricks left corner to Vaughn. Right wing for Grizzle. In the right corner to Hughes. Hughes drives on Mikulski all the way to the basket. It's blocked. She gets it back with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Knockbar up top to Hendricks. 1:19 to play. Pick and roll. Hendricks looks down low to Knockbar. Finds herself down low, and she throws it out of bounds. Was looking for Vaughn in the left corner. A turnover on Ottawa. That's the 18th. Paul Zanetti comes in as Barrett will come out. 1:10 left. Ottawa by 8. Mikulski leaves it with Brown as she runs into the front court. Brown, screen, driving on Hughes all the way to the basket off the glass. Shot's no good. Offensive rebound by Schroeder, though. Kicks it out to Calzanetti. Right side Schroeder. Calzanetti in the right corner. Back to Schroeder. Clock is running. 48 seconds remaining. Off the glass is Calzanetti, and a foul called on Knockbar, and she's fouled out of the game. But Bethel really with no sense of urgency there, as they ran 28 seconds off the shot clock in the game clock. That's as Knockbar is fouled out of the game. Schroeder will step to the line. She has 4 points, 1 of 9 from the field. 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Subs here for Bethel. Aaliyah Kennedy and Ciara Powell into the game. Oh, my apologies. They're going to put them back near the scores table as Schroeder will shoot 2. They will check in after the first one. Schroeder hits it. Cuts the lead down to 7. 14 fouls on Bethel. They will have to foul Ottawa one more time. Second free throw for Schroeder is good. And subs coming here as Powell will come in for Schroeder. And a timeout will be called by Ottawa. 30 seconds. They lead by 6 with 45 seconds remaining. We'll take the timeout. You're listening to Lady Braves basketball on 1220 of 103.7 FM KOFO.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Welcome back. Ottawa by 6, 45 seconds remaining. It will inbound right in front of us. Here's the scores table. It will be Rose to inbound it. And they will throw it out to Hughes, and they're going to foul her right away. And that is going to be the 5th team foul on Bethel. It goes on Mikulski, her 4th personal. Hughes will shoot 2 here for Ottawa. Got 4 points this afternoon. Free throw good for Hughes. He goes back to 7. Calzanetti, Brown, and Schroeder all in for those 3 subs that came in for him originally of Williams, Powell, and Kennedy. So an offensive for defensive sub there. 44.6 left. Free throw by Hughes, in and out. The lead remains at 7, and a timeout called by Bethel. 44 seconds remaining. And it'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Ottawa University, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Family Physicians and Ottawa Care Clinic, Ms. Fix-It Computer Repair, and Maggie's Gourmet Popcorn and Glazed Nuts. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
44.1 seconds remain in this game. Ottawa by 7. Bethel with the ball on the evening. Bethel just 2 of 9 from the three-point line. Ottawa 4 of 19. So not much better. Schroeder to inbound coming out of the timeout with Calzanetti, Brown, Schmidt, and Mikulski. Inbound goes to Mikulski coming off the screen. 3-pointer is off the front rim. Offensive rebound to Schmidt. And Schmidt takes the 3. Mikulski's down on the floor after the play. And Ottawa does get the rebound. But Mikulski writhing in pain in front of the Bethel bench, as Hendricks and Mikulski both go down after the play, but Hendricks able to get up. Mikulski stays on the floor. So another injury timeout here. And subs coming in for Bethel. We'll see it. Mikulski's still on the floor, so we're going to go ahead and keep it here. But coming out of the timeout, Mikulski got the screen, took the 3-pointer, and hit the front of the rim, and then it's like they're working on her left foot, left ankle area. Officials are still talking about it here. Mikulski does get up. He's going to have to limp off the floor, but in a lot of pain here. Ottawa will inbound with 35.1 seconds remaining. Already into the bonus. As Kramer will inbound for Ottawa. All those subs coming in for Bethel again defensively of Williams, Powell, and Kennedy. Both teams with 1 timeout apiece, and they're going to go full court press here are the Threshers. Kramer will inbound it, and Ottawa takes a timeout. Their last of the game. And they'll move it here into the front court. It'll be a full timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Darren College, a former NFL Super Bowl champion, signed the most important contract of his life to serve in the Army National Guard.
I've had a lot of military in my family. It's a big part of what my family's done for a long time. I want to go out there and make a difference. I didn't find that working behind a desk, so for me it was a pretty easy decision to make. And then the opportunity to serve my community, serve my country was just icing on the cake.
To learn how to be part of the Army National Guard, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Hendricks will inbound it for Ottawa right in front of us. Ottawa's going to stack it up right in front of her. They look to break and get this inbounded. They're going to leave it with Kramer. It's partially tipped by Schmidt, and then Schroeder fouls Kramer. Abby Schmidt got a hand on it, but Kramer was waiting for it. And she will shoot 2 for the Lady Braves as Grizzle and Vaughn head to the scorer's table. Kramer scored 2 points today, make it 3 as she hits the first one. Ottawa by 8. Kramer to shoot the second one. It's good. Ottawa by 9, and the last timeout will be called by Bethel with 33 seconds remaining, and Ottawa by 9. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Santa Fe Trail Meets, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Prouty Building Services, Edward Jones Representative Ryan Henningsen, and Ottawa Co-op. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
Welcome back. Ottawa up by 9. With 33 seconds remaining, Bethel will inbound in the front court. As it'll be called Zanetti. Ottawa still in the huddle here to our right. No timeouts for either team. It will be Schmidt, Brown, Schroeder, and Barrett joining Zanetti. Inbound will go to Schroeder. They need a 3. Barrett for a 3 off the jumper's no good. And a whistle and a foul will be, no, they're going to say it hit the shot clock above the basket. Subs for Ottawa. Rose, end of the game. And Bethel is not going to foul here. They're just going to let Ottawa run it out with 29 seconds left. And Ottawa's just going to bring it in the front court, but Bethel not going to foul. So Ottawa is going to win their 15th game in a row against Bethel, dating all the way back to 2011. And they respond to the victory from Avila over Oklahoma Wesleyan today as the Lady Braves break their 5-game losing streak. Are going to come out on top 62-53 over Bethel. As Hendricks will just keep it here in front of us. And that'll do it. As Ottawa wins 62-53, we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Welcome back to Wilson Fieldhouse. Ottawa gets the victory 52-53 over Bethel College. We're joined by head coach Bruce Tate. Coach, your team comes out on a 14-7 run, never trails in the game. Is it just the matchup with this Bethel team, or is it just something in the water when you take them on?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this conference is about matchups. I do think we do match up well. The biggest thing is that we're able to kind of isolate 25 a little bit, keep her away from the rim. I thought we did a great job of points in the paint. That was our goal, is to try to get as many points in the paint. I thought, last game we settled for 3 a little bit too much, but the goal was to score as many points in the paint, and that's tough to do with one of our best defenders in the league with Smith.
Well, you talk about your defense tonight. It's 7 steals, 4 of those coming from Liz Vaughn off the bench. Your bench as a whole scores 24 points compared to just 9 from Bethel. When you're able to play 13, 14 players, your team just becomes so much more dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we talked about earlier in the year, playing those kids early helps here down the stretch, even just being fresh. So defensively, they executed. I mean, with Liz, I said, hey, we're going to contain penetration. If you got a chance to jump on a couple, go ahead and help. And she was able to help with her feet more than her hands. Her feet was in position, and she was able to get those easy steals and get some easy baskets.
Well, you have to travel to York, the longest drive of the year, on Wednesday night. 4.5-hour, 5-hour drive, whatever it is. You played well against York in the past since they joined the KCAC, but that travel is always tough, no matter who you're playing.
Yeah, it's definitely for our freshmen, their first time. So it's going to be tough. I mean, York came here right before Christmas. We got down, 15, 18 points against them, and really locked up defensively the second half. So it's not going to be a walk. We really got to go in there and play well.
Coach, thanks so much for joining us as your team gets the victory by 9.
Thank you.
We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have your final stats. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Kramer Pharmacy, Neosho County Community College, Dials Construction, Midwest Auto Center, and Beanie's Body Shop. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
Lady Braves get the win 62-53 over Bethel College. Looking at final stats, your leading scorer for Bethel was Jade Brown with 16. Abby Schmidt with 14 all in the second half. Riley Schmieder had 1. Carly Schroeder with 6. Kendall Mikulski with 7. Josie Calzanetti with 4. And Alex Barrett with 5. Bethel 31% from the field, only 16% from behind the arc, and 78% from the foul line. For Ottawa, leading the way, Jordan Knockbar with 13 to go along with 11 rebounds. Mariah Grizzle, 11 points, 9 boards. Maddie McAvoy comes off the bench to score 10. Jenna Kramer with 4 points, 4 rebounds. Kelsey Hendricks, 5 points on the board. Caitlin Hughes, 5 points, 5 rebounds. Liz Vaughn, 7 points to go along with 4 steals. Jennifer Anthony had 5. Brooke Barron with 2. As Ottawa shoots 42% from the field, 21% from behind the arc, 66% from the foul line. Points in the paint go the way of Ottawa, 38-22. Lady Braves never trailed in the contest as they get the victory 62-53 and improve.
The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Beckman Motors, Seven Cedars in Princeton, Frank Eye Center, Great Life Golf and Fitness, and Quality Structures Incorporated. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
We're back. Apologize for the technical difficulties there. Ottawa outscoring Bethel, points in the paint 38-32, 16-12. Bethel off turnovers. Fast break points away. The Threshers 11-5, but Ottawa off the bench with 24 points as they never trailed this evening. And they get the victory 62-53, improve on the season to 8-16, 8-12 in the KCAC. Stay just a game back of that final spot in the KCAC Conference Tournament standings. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here for the ladies' game. When we come back, we'll have pregame for you. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.